Somebody at the backstage told me that if you feel nervous on the stage, you can start by wishing the audience. A very good afternoon to all of you and a very warm welcome. But I still feel nervous. So the same somebody told me if you continue feeling nervous, you can thank the organizers. Needless to mention that somebody is one of the organizers. So thank you TEDx SIBM Bengaluru for giving me this opportunity. Not so much though for giving me the after lunch slot. So before I start introducing myself, I have a confession to make. That if you hear somebody clapping between the talk, that's probably my friend who's going to get a case of beer in the evening if he continues doing so. So I request you to keep him motivated. Thank you. My name is Rahul Joshi. I come from Saharanpur. I'm an engineer, only by degree, not by nature, mind you. And I've survived 4 years of engineering, 2 years of service in IT industry. And that was the point in time when I thought, do an MBA. That is what I'm doing right now. I'm a second year management student at SIBM Bengaluru. And my aim in life is to quantify happiness. Now, what is happiness? I had this question in mind. So what do you do when you have a question in mind? You Google it, right? So I Googled it. And what did I find? I found out more than 300 million results on happiness. And we thought Google was a friend. He confused me. Which of them is believable? Which of them is going to lead me to quantify happiness? So I browsed through a few of the definitions and found out that each one of us defines happiness in terms of his or her own goals. For example, I will be happy when I get into Harvard. Getting into Harvard is a goal. I'll be happy when I become a CEO. Or, my favorite and my best, when I get married to Angelina Jolie. Minus the looks. So, we've seen this, and at this point of time, I can define happiness as a function of your goals. Now, having defined happiness, we must also look at another aspect. For good, there is evil. For light, there is darkness. For happiness, there is sadness. Exactly. What is sadness? Another question, another Google, and another friendly answer with 74 million results. Which of them is correct? So I had to find out the link between happiness and sadness. What I found out was sadness is what one feels when he does not achieve his goal. For example, I was sad because I was alone. Because you wanted to be with somebody. I was sad because I did not score well in exams. You're sad because you wanted to score well in exams and you could not do it. Because my favorite team lost the match. You always want your favorite team to win the match, and hence you're sad. So having defined sadness and happiness, there's one interesting thing we must look at. I'm going to put happiness on a number line. So you are at A and you want to reach at B. On reaching B, you become happy. B is your goal. Similarly, if you are at point 0 and you reach point 1, that is +1, you become happy. And how a brain works, if you don't reach +1, if you don't achieve a goal, we reach -1, that is sadness for you. Now, take a look at this number line on the screen. See, when you started off, you were only 1 unit away from happiness. Now when you become sad, you are 2 units away from your goal. Next time, when you're sad, remember this, now you are twice as far from your goal as you were when you started off. Now why am I restricting this model to only one goal in life? What would a lifetime model of this number line look like? Plus infinity and minus infinity. Safe to say, because we have infinite goals in life. But I have a problem with this number line. Ever since childhood, I've studied a number line and I've always found a problem with this. If you have a look, the distance between 0 and plus infinity, that's your happiness, is infinite units. Similarly, distance between 0 and minus infinity is also in finite units. That means the distance between the endpoints of the number line comes out to be twice of infinity. Remember when you were students and you were told infinity is the largest number, if at all it is a number? So, what is there? Is there a trap? I'll tell you, yes, there is a trap. The things on the right-hand side of your screen show happiness, all right? And on the left-hand side show sadness. The things on the left-hand side of the screen is a mere reflection of what is there on the right-hand side of the screen. So, if happiness is real, sadness is virtual. So next time when you're sad, remember that it's virtual. Real things always stay and virtual things go away. What do you have to do when you don't want to see a reflection? You just switch off the lights and it's gone away. So remember it next time when you're sad. It's going to go. So what do I have to do? I don't want to be in the virtual world. I have to live on the real world. So I have to be on the right-hand side of the number line. All right. So before we move forward, I'm going to confuse you a little. I'm going to bring in another definition. So when I was browsing through these definitions, I came across a word called nirvana. What is nirvana? What did I do? I Googled it, right? So this is what I found. Not just this, but 71 million results on nirvana. I wanted to relate happiness, sadness, and nirvana, and I want to put it on a number line. So what is nirvana? Some say it's the final goal. Some say it's the highest state that someone can attain. It's the ultimate bliss, complete joy, and happiness. To summarize, nirvana is no suffering. That means you are on the right-hand side of the screen, right-hand side of the number line. You're on the happiness side. It means no desire. That means you've achieved something. That means you're on the rightmost side of the right-hand side of the number line. It also means ultimate bliss, and it means the highest state somebody can achieve. The highest state. That means, according to a number line, you are at infinity. Infinity is nirvana. It's important to establish this relationship here because we're coming to the end of the talk, and in one slide, we'll be able to quantify happiness. Remember, infinity is nirvana, and you want to achieve infinity. And you want to be on the right-hand side of the number line. I'm going to tell you how to do it. This is the lifetime model, and we come back to the single goal model. Now, what happens is, if I don't reach 1, bam, I'm on -1. I'm sad. Now, in order to protect that, what do? I can have a small goal in between 0 and 1. For example, I can have a goal at 0.5. For example, if I want to do an MBA, if I want to get into a good B school, the first objective should be to qualify the written exam. That's 0.5 for me. Now, one of you may ask, why to break it down only into 2 goals? Why can't I break it down to further pieces? Yes, you can. You can have a goal at 0.25, 0.5, and 0.75. And then you'll ask, why can't I break it down further? Yes, you can break it down further. But then where to stop? When will we stop? And I'll say, why to stop at all? Why do you want to stop at all? Continue this process. Because what infinity is, it's not something big. It's something which is limitless. And that is how you can attain infinity. If you have small goals for your major goal, that is when you start enjoying your life. If you start achieving small goals, you'll definitely achieve the major goal in life. As the famous adage, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. You start enjoying your journey, you'll definitely reach your destination. And that is how you start seizing every day, you start seizing every hour, you start seizing every moment of your life, and that is when you say, it's carpe diem, my friends. Thank you very much.